Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie all day. So today I want to talk about large folders. Folders that are large. And what I'm constituting as large has nothing to do with weight or girth or anything like that, because some of the knives I bring out today are going to be fairly thin and some fairly wide. So it's not coming down to that. What it's coming down to is from this point to this point has to be a minimum of 4 inches. So I want to go over my top 13. And instead of doing a top 5 or a top 10, I went with lucky number 13. That's it. Unlucky black cat, lucky number 13. So these are in no order, really. I mean, the last two might be my two favorites, but they're not in any order. And if it was going to be in order, the first two I'm going to show you definitely wouldn't be number 1 and number 2 unless the order was backwards as far as knives I use the most, because the first two are absolute gems to me. They're absolute users. So the first one is the Offgrid Stinger XL. Ba-boom. This thing is phenomenal. I have featured this knife in multiple videos. It's just a knife I love. I love this knife. This one is in 154 cm. I did a video recently too of my top favorite knife steels. This happens to be one of them. But this knife right here, these are my top 13 big knives that anyone would love to have or love to use. They are just straight up badass blades, and this one really starts it off right because this is a straight up badass blade. And staying with Offgrid, it's the only company I think I have 2 knives of, because they just make such great knives. But this one, oh, I love that. This is I believe it's the Scorpion, right? Scorpion, the Scorpion V2. I believe that's what it is. It's in M390E. So this thing in M390 is, again, it's in the video of my top steels. This knife has done me right. I have used this up, down, and all around, everywhere and anywhere. This knife is absolutely phenomenal. Go to Offgrid knives. They're overbuilt knives. Everything is done right. The heat treats are amazing. Top notch right here. This thing is sick. It is sick. Different gear. I'm actually going to add a slip joint in there. And this one is a Sod Buster by Case. It's the True Sharp steel. It's actually got a number on it too. Like the model, there's a model number 2138SS. It's the 2138SS. This is a big. I know it's narrow, but it's really big. It is big for a slip joint, and a good slip joint, because you can have a novelty slip joint that's 30 miles long, but if it sucks, it sucks. This thing is phenomenal. So for the old school carries out there, if you're looking for a big minimum 4-inch blade, and you want something that's just going to ride or die with you, this knife right here is fantastic by Case. The next one is a knife many of you probably have not heard about or don't know very well. It's the O-Knife Zilla. I've done a couple videos on this thing. This is a pretty beastly blade. It's pretty badass. This one is 154 cm. Again, one of my tops. This is a great blade. There's so much like debris. I don't know if you can see if the light's going to catch it, but I have so much crap on the edge here that it needed to be cleaned off from the last time I used it. This right here is a nasty knife. The O-Knife Zilla. Now, I believe O-Knife shut their doors on O-Knife, and they just have O-Light, I think is now just the main company, because they had a bunch of different this, that. But I think you can maybe find these through O-Light. I'm not even sure if they're still going to carry knives, but if you can get one, and you are looking for a big blade that's not going to break the bank, especially one in a great steel, 154 cm right there, that is winner chicken dinner. Now, a knife company where you can get some amazing, and I just took this out of my pocket. This was been in my pocket for the last few days. There's another one from them that's right in front of me because I was using it. Kattos knives. Kattos knives. This thing is a really, really nice knife. This is the Maverick. I think there's a couple letters that go with it. The Maverick TX. And in my top steels, D2 is one of my favorite steels. Now, it's one of my go-tos, as a matter of fact. And this is in D2 steel. This is fan-freaking-tastic from Kattos Knives. Kattos with a K. Down in Florida. So the next two knives are going to be similar in shape, but completely different. The first one, and a lot of people say this is, oh, you're going to get a lot of budget stuff from these guys. You get a lot of fantastic knives from these guys. This is the CJRB Tigris. This knife, it's either you love it or you hate it. When I first saw this, I think Young Shredder was the first kid I saw holding this, and I was like, I gotta have that knife. But the Tigris is it's AR RPM 9. It's fantastic, easy to sharpen. This thing is fan-freaking-tastic. Another big folder that just has a crazy soft spot in my heart. All these are knives that I've had for quite a while, and you see my knife sales. These are not in them because these knives I love. Not one that I've had for a while, one that I just got, but I really, really like. Similar to that, look, it's still not even fully broken in. Check this thing out, man. This is the true AA MAR, M-A-A-R. And the MAR, again, is in D2. This thing is a freaking beast, and I got it at Ace Hardware. That's where I found this thing, and I am so happy I did because this knife, the grip alone, that is a hand filler. It is amazing. Absolutely dig this cleaver style. Cleaver with a point too, which is really nice. But that thing, that is crazy cool. Next one, you can't buy brand new anymore unless somebody has one that they never used. It was a limited edition of 50. I have number 1 of 50 because it is one of my designs. So this is the D-Bad Pocket Warrior, and I love my Pocket Warrior. I love it. You'll notice I have Damascus bolsters, G10 grip. I have a D2 blade, and I chose D2 for my own knife. It tells you how much I love the steel, but it's got some brass tooling with some tooling on the spine. This thing, they're all sold out, not being made anymore. Even the spring is Damascus. But I absolutely love my D-Bad Pocket Warrior. If you can get one, you can get one. If you can't, you can't. I just am never getting rid of mine. It's number 1. It's number 1. So the next one, a lot of people hear me say things about Spyderco, like, oh, I think Spydercos are ugly. And it's the little mouse-shaped ones. I really just don't like the shape. Like when you look at the paramilitary, that shape, I don't like it. But I've used different ones. Like I've had a paramilitary. I've had Tenacious. And they cut like scissors, man. But my favorite one that I've ever tried, they have a couple that I really want. But my favorite one that I've ever gotten from them that I did not get rid of is right here. Not the prettiest knife in the world, but this one's definitely not ugly. I absolutely love this knife. And if you've been with me for quite a while on my channel, you'll know that I have had this for years. This is an old one. This is the Spyderco Resilience. It's an 8CR13 MOV. I don't know if that's what they still make them in, but you can see the wear that's going on in this. I just absolutely freaking love this knife. For a lot of years, this was probably my number one carry. The only problem I've ever had with it is I lost a screw in the pocket clip. And I always say, it's good to Loctite your screws. If you get one with screws, like anybody that has one of these, I suggest you Loctite those screws. I did not. I didn't Loctite it, and I lost a screw. Oh, but golly, this thing still goes, man. And look at the length on that blade. That is a big pocket knife. Abso-freaking-lutely love this. No matter what the people think I mean when I say they're ugly, that doesn't mean I don't like them. So next, speaking of don't like them, I'm going to talk about some cold steel, because cold steel done me wrong. Cold steel's done me wrong on a couple different occasions. I've had a lot of problems with cold steels, and it's mainly in those inconsistent heat treats. There's a way around the inconsistent heat treat. You get the Italian made. I think they're done by Fox Knives over there, maybe. And the heat treat on these are spot on. But this is the Formax. It's not the Formax Light, not the Formax Junior, not the Formax cousin or stepsister. This is the original Formax. It's the Italian version. This thing is nasty. It is in CPM 20CV, another one of my favorite steels. But this thing is another one of those large and in-charge knives. It fills the hand and the grip. On Demco, he did Andrew Demco. I was going to say Andre for some reason. Oh, because I'm staring at an Andre de Villas knife coming up. So Andrew Demco, I think, absolutely freaking hammer and a nail nailed this freaking design. It is awesome. This thing is awesome. And if you can get the Italian version, it is not just 100% worth it, but it's 100% something you're just going to want to hold on to. And I freaking love this. So we got that one. Next is the only auto in the bunch that I have that are at 4 inches or over. I had a couple others, but I got rid of them. But this one I did not, because it's worth not getting rid of. This is the Heretic Knives Wraith. This uses L-Max steel, and it is freaking awesome. This was actually gifted to the channel by a guy, and he's like, look, dude, you can keep it, you can sell it, you can use it for a giveaway, you can do whatever you want with it. As soon as I put this in my hand, I was like, oh, there's no way. Now you can see this blade gets used. I love it. I freaking love it. The Heretic Wraith. Golly, this thing is super badass. And I'm not even a big fan of step downs like this. I'm not a fan of harpoons or step downs. This works. It works. This is one of my all-time favorites, and I'm super appreciative that it was sent to the channel, because I absolutely love it. Now, my last two. One of them, I do think I bought the very last one. Well, I didn't have to buy it, and I'll tell you why. But the very last one, brand new, that was for sale. And I see people everywhere trying to find them. I found one, and my girl said, hey, what do you want for Christmas this year? And I said, look, I really only want one thing. I want this. The CQT Magnum. It's a Tops Fox collaboration. SOS. This thing is one of the most badass combat-ready folders you will ever put in your pocket. This is N690CO. It is absolutely phenomenal. As soon as I got mine, people were asking, dude, where do you get it? I did so much research trying to find one brand new. People they had different styles too. They have a Tonto, and you could get it used. I found a lot that were beat up, and then they have a smaller version. This is the big version. They have a smaller version that people were still able to find. This one, after I bought the one I bought, nowhere. I've checked everywhere on the internet trying to help people find them. They are nowhere. If you want one, you have to hope somebody is willing to get rid of it. The problem is collectors bought these and they're not getting rid of them. I bought it, well, I got it bought for me, and I actually like using it. This thing is freaking nominal. This is one of my forever knives. The Tops CQT Magnum, the big boy, and it's in the modified clip. It's just absolutely awesome. It's awesome. And what's crazy is I've never been a fan of knives like this with the slotted grips. Never been a big fan of that. This one caught my attention, and this was even before I knew that collectors were dying for these. Like I knew nothing about it. I just saw it and was like, oh my God, I need this knife. And I think I was just typing in like Tops folders, like to see what they had. And it popped up in images. And then I searched for one and I found one. And now I have it. But no, you can't have it. And the last one is one I had custom made for me by the great, amazing, and he really is. He's an amazing human being. Andre Dillis. Oh, this is the Badlands buoy. I am a huge fan of his Acid Rain, and I am a mega fan of his Honeycomb. And when I saw him do one similar, I reached out to him and I was like, Andre, how much I need one of these. And he gave me a really, really great price, and we worked together and he made me this. And I love it. It's an S35 VNEE. This thing is phenomenal. Phenomenal. If you have the extra money in your pocket, because I'm telling you, they're not cheap, 150% worth the gamble on these. This is absolutely amazing. You can find them on different websites in stock, not maybe like this, but just different grips or different materials, things like that. The crazier the grip gets, the more they are money-wise. You can find some in fairly plain grips and not go over the top on money. They're still, for a lot of knife people, it's going to be over the top. But when you're talking between $400 and $2,000, one is way more over the top than the next. But this is a man's knife. This thing is absolutely ridiculously badass, awesome. Wow. I freaking love it. So my Lucky 13. Is it Lucky 7 and Friday 13th? Maybe 13's not so lucky. Better not drop this on my foot. But this is going to be my big 13. The 13 big folders. And I do have like Combat Trudons and other knives. I believe this one might be in the 4-inch range, maybe a little bit smaller. But my Combat Trudon isn't. And that is one that would absolutely be in my tops, but it's not a folder. It's an OTF, so it doesn't count when it comes to this. So there you have it. That's it for this one. I am Donnie Bialdi. Until next video.